In the realm of spiritual development, interpreting the Bible metaphorically and metaphysically, as opposed to a strict literal approach, serves a higher purpose. It's not about acquiring intellectual knowledge, but rather fostering personal growth through the expansion of spiritual consciousness. The Bible holds profound spiritual wisdom, and by delving into its inner spiritual layers we can access this wisdom to nurture our spiritual awareness. Metaphysicians perceive the Bible as a collection of spiritual narratives, symbols, and esoteric messages conveying universal spiritual principles, rather than a historical or factual account. If you have been bound to a strict literal view of the Bible, instead of the old either-or paradigm, consider trying a new both-and perspective on the Bible, which allows for both literal and metaphorical interpretations, which can free us from the constraints of narrow evangelical exclusivism and dogmatic rigidity. Releasing the constricting grip on the Bible's historical accuracy in favor of embracing deeper spiritual truths can lead to profound shifts in consciousness. As our spiritual consciousness opens, our entire world expands with it. This expansion and unfolding is both our birthright and calling. As our consciousness expands, we must expand with it. This is fundamental to personal development through metaphysics. Consider that the essence of the Bible lies not in its words, but in the spiritual truths they represent. This is what brings inner light, or enlightenment. This perspective doesn't diminish anything at all. Not the Bible, not Jesus and the Christ. Instead, it enhances all, and with it our self-discovery and potential. It elevates the importance of personal intuitive interpretation and revelation beyond mere intellectual understanding. Each of us has a unique perspective on spiritual truth, akin to having our seat in a stadium. Our spiritual consciousness determines the relevance and applicability of insights for our personal growth. While regurgitated truths and initial understanding serve their purpose, spiritual growth entails outgrowing them, akin to a child transitioning from a bottle to a fork, from milk to meat to manna. The Bible offers invaluable spiritual treasures, yet we must mature in consciousness to lay hold of our birthright and inheritance. We must go out daily and gather our God-supplied manna. The Bible can serve as a profound source of inspiration and guidance for our spiritual journey. This approach differs from the traditional dogmatic literalism that confines one to intellectual and historical considerations, often overshadowing the deeper spiritual insights the Bible holds. Our consciousness expands as we learn to ask more profound questions about ourselves, our faith, and our experiences, helping us to transcend the limitations of the five senses. We must let go of institutional constraints and embrace new perspectives arising from our evolving self-awareness. Revisiting the Bible's stories and characters with fresh eyes can reveal new facets of our own selves. Though limited by our perspectives, we're not powerless. We possess the ability to access the eternal divine mind at any moment. By detaching from the everyday mental noise, we can enter the inner kingdom of God, experiencing peace and His presence from within. It is in this sacred space that we encounter the truth, as expressed in the words, "Father, sanctify them in truth. Your word is truth." New Thought Coaching exists to help post-evangelical spiritual seekers and spiritually centered personal development advocates to find meaningful ways to express their faith in God in a new and practical framework. Spiritual metaphysics is such a framework. Reach out to newthoughtcoaching.org to find out more. If you find this information interesting, helpful, or maybe even just thought-provoking, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more free content on personal development through metaphysics. Thanks for watching. To your growth and success.